Guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. Hope you guys are staying safe. Hope everything's good wherever you guys are. Guys, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, share the videos, guys, as always. Guys, just a quick video. Just got up. So I thought I'd do a quick video um, about what Javonte Davis had to say. Javonte Davis had to say that Canelo's now on the way out, and I'm the one that's going to take over. I'm the one that's going to take over the throne. I mentioned a while ago that I think that American boxing is dying, and I think there needs to be a big star. I do feel that the winner of this fight between Javonte Davis and Ryan Garcia may build a platform where they could go on to become a huge star. I think this is the fight where it's the first super fight in that lower weight classes where you could say it's a massive super fight. And I think the winner of this fight definitely has a claim that potential be the next pay-per-view king. I do think Javonte Davis is a star. I think obviously this fight is going to be on pay-per-view. It's a big fight. It's one that a lot of people are talking about. And I think it's one that a lot of people are excited about as well. And I'm excited just like everybody else. I think this has the makings of a classic, a proper world-class fight, you could say, a top-tier fight. And like I said, I think the winner of this potentially has a chance of being the next star in the sport. But I will say this, I look, at this point in American boxing, I think to say that anyone's going to become a star, because we haven't had one for a very long time. And Canelo's been the one that's been really riding the flag in America. But the last time was Floyd Mayweather. After that, when was the last time we had an American star that did huge pay-per-view numbers? There wasn't. There was probably Oscar. But yeah, there hasn't really been an American star that has done huge pay-per-view numbers apart from Floyd. And I think Javonte Davis could be the next one if he puts in an explosive victory. I do think that the climate and the situation in America has changed. I do think boxing has now become more global. I don't think now the big fights have to be in America. So I think there's been a change in boxing and the culture of boxing, which is resulting in there being less stars being produced in America. I think there's also a lot other sports that are given priority in America, and boxing is probably taking a bit of a back seat. People probably look at it as not a very lucrative career in sports. Because I mean, to get to the top in boxing is very tough. And it's like with any sport, but I think with boxing, I think it's the fact that even if you get to the top, even if you could be good, which is not like in any other sport. If you're good in any other sport, you don't have to have a big name. You're gonna get paid a lot of money. Whereas in boxing, you could be good, but you're not necessarily guaranteed a huge paydays. Your profile, the way you're able to promote yourself, how people take to you, plays a big part in how big you are, how much money you make. And I think it's boxing, even though you might, like I said, you might be good, it's a risky business because you might not get paid what you deserve. It's what you can sell, which isn't like any other sport. In any other sport, you get rewarded for your talent, you get rewarded for your ability. Unfortunately, that's not the case in boxing. You don't necessarily get rewarded for your talent. Look at guys like Crawford. I know Crawford makes good money, 4 or 5 million, which shouldn't be laughed at. I mean, it's serious money. I mean, how many people make 4 or 5 million? But the thing is, I mean, with the talent that he's got, and when you look at some other guys who don't have as much talent making more money, that's because they sell better. They're bigger names, they're bigger stars. So that's what boxing has become. And now when we've seen Jake Paul and Tommy Fury fight, when we heard Jake Paul got like 20, 30 million for fighting Tommy Fury, I mean, it just makes a mockery of it because these are guys with hardly any talent at this point. I mean, their talent is to be able to sell themselves and promote themselves and being stars. That's not really a talent. That's just being well known. That's a talent in a way that you're able to sell yourself and you're able to get yourself out there where people are going to watch you, people are interested in your life, etc. But in terms of boxing talent, neither of them had bundles of talent, and Jake Paul got huge money. So I mean, this is the path that boxing is going down. So Javonte Davis definitely has that material where he connects with a younger audience. He's had, he gets the social media life. So you can definitely say that he's a star. He's a big name. And I think I don't know whether he could be the next Canelo and he can replicate the numbers that Canelo does, but I definitely think that, Javonte Davis, if he beats Ryan Garcia, and likewise, if Ryan Garcia beats Javonte Davis, I think both of these guys could potentially be huge superstars. So it just depends on how both these guys, perform in their fights. One thing I will say about Javonte, if he does beat Ryan Garcia, which I'm favoring him to do, I think his opponents have to be exceptional. I worry that this is a calculated risk where Javonte feels he's going to win the fight against Ryan Garcia because Ryan Garcia is a more vulnerable fighter than a Haney, Lomachenko, and guys like that. What I want to see is if Javonte beats Ryan Garcia, is for him not to take a backward step. I want to see him fight Lomachenko. I want to see him fight Devin Haney because Devin Haney would fight him at 140. Devin Haney and Javonte is fighting at 135. Lomachenko's at 135. That's a fight. The winner of that fight, excuse me. The winner of that fight, Javonte Davis should be targeting the winner of that fight. And it'd be disappointing, very disappointing, if Javonte Davis then decides to, start ducking and dodging and not fighting those top names, because that's what we want to see Javonte do. We want to see Javonte fight the best. And I've always stated that I want to see Javonte. I think Javonte Davis is an incredible talent, and I want to see him fight the best guys out there. I want to see him fight all the best names, the biggest names. And this is a start. Fighting Ryan Garcia is a start, and after that, he needs to continue then to fight the best. I don't want to see Javonte Davis then take a backward step. Nobody wants to see that. We want to see him fight the best after that. Because the last thing we want to see Javonte Davis is beat Ryan Garcia, then go and start fighting the guys that he was fighting previously. Nobody's interested. We just want to see Javonte Davis is at the stage of his career, the age he's at now. He needs to be taking big fights. If you want to be the next Canelo, then you've got to be fighting the best guys. Canelo Alvarez, he cleaned out a division in less than 12 months. Javonte Davis, this is his first really big fight against a credible opponent. The rest of the last couple of guys he's been fighting weren't credible. And to be honest, there's a lot of guys that Javonte Davis could be fighting. So it's not like there's a lack of talent in those weight classes. No, Javonte Davis has got more talent in around his weight classes than Canelo has. So, there's guys like Shakur Stevenson, there's guys like Lomachenko, Haney, Ryan Garcia, who he's fighting now, Kambosos. Davis hasn't fought any of those guys. Even at 140, he made an appearance at 140. There's guys like Josh Taylor, Cattrall. There's guys like Regis Prograis. There's all these names at these weight classes. And Javonte Davis should be getting in the ring with all these guys now. We don't want to see none of that rubbish. We don't want to see none of that nonsense. We want to see him fight the best guys now. And that's what we want to see from Javonte Davis. That's what we want to see from these guys. So that's my take on it. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. Smash the like button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.